We are live. Today is August 1st, 2017, and we are right in the middle of an HCS drought. During this long offseason, we are 23 days away from the start of the HCS Fall Pro League season and 82 days away from the start of the next HCS Open LAN event at DreamHack Denver. Big welcome to everybody tuning in on Mixer and on Twitch. If you don't know by now, this is HCS Now, the show for the community, by the community, coming live from the UGC studios here in Southern Illinois. Get everybody in here. Get the stream popping. Tweet the stream. Hit the follow button. Tell your friends. If you love competitive Halo, you got to get in here because we're going to talk about competitive Halo for the next hour, and it's going to be a good show. We definitely have a stacked show for you guys tonight. Also, make sure to check out our sponsor, Geek Fuel, for 10% off your next monthly mystery package. And I am your host, Computer.
And I'm Default.
I'm Mummy.
And we have a really good show for you guys today. I can't wait to get this one started. So let's kick this one off with Halo Hot Topics. All right. Spartan the dog. Tony! Playing music when you ain't supposed. Okay. Spartan the dog. He was dropped recently from Ronin.
Yeah.
And this was the first team change of the HCS offseason. If you remember last week's show, I asked everybody who they thought the first team would be to make the change and who it would be. And I think one person might have got it right. I don't know. But, yeah, so this happened. And the excuse that the team kind of came up with originally was a little bit sketchy to me. When I first read it, I was like, it says that they kind of caught him talking to other teams about making a change, and they didn't like that, so they went ahead and got rid of him. Well, then Spartan the Dog came out and kind of said that's not how it went, and it kind of went that way, but not necessarily went that way. Yeah, me and Suspector, we're talking to other people about bringing other players into Ronin, and basically Suspector kind of went along with Spartan and saying that, yeah, he wanted to stay as a duo and talk to other players. But in the end, Suspector was almost admitted that he was kind of lying about the whole situation and that he wanted to stay with the two players that were originally on Ronin. And then so they decided to kick Spartan off. But he did say he did go along with Spartan the entire time, which is kind of bogus.
Did he do that kind of with Kratos' team last time? They had that problem?
It's like a setup to me.
Setup?
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, it's kind of weird. Before that article
go
came out, though, like, Ronan posted something like, it seemed like it was a mutual thing. Not a mutual thing, but like...
My thing is, this happens to Spartan every time.
Yeah, it does. Does that for him.
This happens to him all the time.
And, team changes are so common in Halo. But it's hard to not take them personally. And I've always wondered how, some players can get dropped and, deep down inside they are taking it personally, but then in the public eye, they kind of play it off like it was mutual or it's cool. I didn't really, But you always take it personally.
At first,
somewhat,
you can kind of tell he
like
did.
You're getting dropped because you suck. Because otherwise, if you were really good, they wouldn't drop you, right?
Well, he don't
I'm just
suck.
saying, not saying that he sucks, but that's what you're gonna think in your head.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Like,
what
do they think I suck or something?
Yeah.
Like I was playing really good. I thought, and they dropped me like that.
You can tell he took it personal at first by his first tweet.
Yeah.
But then towards his his third or fourth, he was like, "Oh, it was a mutual agreement. I really like them guys, but I don't know. It happens to him every time, every season.
Yeah,
he'll get picked up by a last minute team again, and then
it happens when your team's not performing where they should be. Someone has to go.
I thought
someone has to change.
Well, they were actually doing fairly well. I mean, they stayed in the pro league.
Well, they stayed in the pro league, but they wasn't. I don't think they did as thought they would.
Well, Spartan was wanting to make a change. He wanted to stick with Suspector on Ronin and change, make a change with them as a duo.
That's understandable because it's hard to find
went
a ward.
along with it at first, but was never had intentions of.
And he was like, "Hey, Spartan's trying to leave."
I thought he was captain.
I don't know who's captain.
It's hard to find out who's captain of these teams.
Yeah, it's not like they wear a big C on their
They
shirt.
should.
Should they?
Yeah. Wouldn't you want that on yours?
I don't know. A lot of Halo players will say captain's kind of not an important term to use. They just say, I mean, captain, I don't know what it means so much. Maybe it means something in the rule book. I know like the coaches, or they have a person that signs them up for events and puts the roster down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the captain has something to do with that or not. But Spartan literally said, he screwed me over. He literally did the same thing I did. He talked to me about being a team of two. He also messaged the same player I did, and him and I were going to talk about what we are going to do. I don't think Ronan or the other players actually understand the depth of the situation. Aiden did the exact same thing as me, and I got thrown under the bus. So there's that.
I wonder who they reached out to.
But the thing is, the Spectre replied to this whole fiasco and said he was wanting a change. I wanted it to be a team of two. I wanted to be a team of two with me and him, and was wanting two other potential players who I'm not going to share the names of, but he wanted it to be me and him, different roster, at least either getting rid of Corey or Sal, but mainly wanted to replace both. I was talking with him and going along with it all while thinking what I wanted and which part of Ronan I wanted to stay with. So I ended up choosing to stay with Sal and Corey and trying to find a new fourth. So he did kind of lead Spartan on, and he admitted it.
Yeah, I think
That's that.
Here's what it was. He had a plan with Spartan. Spartan got dropped, and he goes, well, I'm staying with this work. I'm not going down with you guys, so I'm going to stay here.
It's a messed up situation once you read it all and gets out there.
It's him getting spooked. He seen Spartan get dropped and was like, I don't want no part of that.
I would say that happened to him when he was with I think it was E6. When all that team change happened, he stayed and
Suspector.
Yeah. He stayed on that team and everybody else left.
Shady Halo kids. Shady.
It is all of his plans.
I mean, it's.
Or maybe he just probably more comfortable having an org.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because if you get dropped or something, you don't have a team, you don't have an org, and you have to get picked up or try to make a team and an org.
When it comes to team changes, you got to look out for yourself a lot of times.
Yeah,
because there can be some backstabbing going on, and you don't want to. And things can get hectic when the season comes closer to start. And it becomes almost a game of musical chairs, and then you could be the player that doesn't get the chair to sit down in, and you don't want to be that guy because it's happened to other players in the past.
I will say that if you're going to drop anybody, it's now to do it.
Do it early.
Do it early. That way you
get your practice on.
Get your practice
which
in.
no players are even playing right now.
Yeah,
they're
get
taking
your practice
break
in and bond as a team. Don't do it like a week before.
There's only a few players still grinding. I give them props for that too.
Yeah.
All right. Enough drama. Topic number 2 we're going to talk about today. More players are also hinting at making big moves. And like I was saying earlier, one big team change can be like a domino effect and cause all the rosters to start switching up things and like a musical chair effect to happen. And then players are just trying to like get on a team because you always have to try to get on a team that's got a pro league spot. You don't want to get left out of the pro league. And that can happen. So, there are rumors that, L-Town posted this tweet. I have no idea what it means. It's some kind of troll thing about maybe him teaming with Ninja or Renegade coming back to Halo. Who knows? But also there's a rumor that has been going around that Ninja is going to retire from Halo.
I can see that. I mean, it's not that I want to, but I can see him doing that. It's just... I don't know. He don't need Halo anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah, and it'd be a really big shame for him to leave because he's been huge for Halo in the past and recently. I mean, when Halo during the dark times of Halo and Halo Reach, Halo 4, he was a big streamer. And he was also a big content creator, kept a lot of people interested in Halo. He has brought multiple big orgs into Halo.
Yep.
He's brought Renegade in the Renegades. Yeah, is that the
Renegades?
Yeah, and Luminosity, and I think Cloud9 even brought in
Cloud9 only comes back when Ninja's on the team.
when Ninja's on the team. But
Okay.
he's a guy with influence. Because he has a huge following. He can make things happen like that. He can bring in big orgs, bring in viewership numbers. So, yeah, it would be a shame if it was true for him to leave.
They say Ronan Victory X has a nice ring to it.
Ronan
Yeah.
Victory X.
Yeah, that's the Ronan guy on the chat.
Ronan, yeah, well, that's a big rumor. I've been hearing things. I've been hearing Victory X, and I love Victory X because he's one of like the nicest guys ever. It's just like, how could you not like Victory X? And the dude is mad talented, so
He should never been dropped from the first place.
Yeah, he's been kind of shafted by Ninja a couple times. To be honest.
He was pretty good. I don't know why they dropped him, especially for APG.
Yeah.
I think they wanted more. APG's not really an aggressive player though. I was like, maybe they wanted a more aggressive, but APG's not that aggressive. I don't
No,
know.
he's
I
not.
think they dropped Victory X right when he was playing his best Halo 5, and that's one
what
thing I
shocked me the
never
most.
understood.
Like I can understand it like in earlier times when he wasn't shining that much, but he had the biggest game of his life almost.
Yeah.
Or at least in Halo 5.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
He was starting to stand
And
out more from
yeah.
the team.
Dropped the week,
And
the
it's
next
like,
week after
drop.
that.
Like, well, okay.
Yeah, it was very, very questionable
Well, he has
play,
a
and to
goal
pick
now.
up APG, which hasn't.
And the dude has never aged.
Yeah,
No.
he's
never aged.
some kind of vampire.
I looked at a video and dude, it's like looks exactly
he looks
the
the same as he did when he played on Final Boss.
He just wears glasses now.
Topic number 3. This is something I don't like to see. This is something that kind of triggered us a little bit. You mostly.
Maybe
But
I understand
Halo
it.
Pro players have been tweeting out that they somewhat regret not switching to Call of Duty when they had the chance. Players like Ola, Randa, Jimbo, Snipedown, Snakebite, and Kratos says he is switching to Call of Duty. So,
He's switching to Call of Duty.
well, that's what he said. I'm taking his word for it.
I'll definitely regret not making it. Dang, man, I didn't see that one.
Oh, no, I hate to inform you this. It's not looking good. No. Yeah, I mean, this can get a little touchy because as a fan of Halo, that I've been playing Halo since 2001. I've been a fan of Halo. I've loved Halo. Halo's been like a part of my life for so long that I get fanboyed on Halo and attached to Halo, and it upsets me to see players want to leave it. But you got to think of their side of the story where they got to make a living.
Yeah. See, at first I was, oh man, I read this and I was like, not only, I wasn't mad, I was more like upset. Like, this is what we come to, like, where they want to leave this for another game. But it's not technically the game, I realize. It's just how the HCS and everything's being ran
Yeah.
that makes them want to switch. And I understand it. If they did leave,
They're
It'd be
not going
tough.
to leave.
I don't think it's because it's a better game. I think it's because where Call of Duty is at its current state.
Yeah.
it's not as that. It's like Call of Duty, like, I don't know, they cater to their players.
Yeah.
seems
Well,
like
Call of Duty's on the
MLG
rise
is
right
really,
now.
And MLG is huge, and all their events are crazy. So I can understand why they would. Want
They're
to.
not going to leave Halo. It's just that, Halo could have been so much more. And that you can regret not doing something, but you're still not going to act on like it. I mean, plus it's too late in the game.
Mhm.
And they're talking about they regret switching when COD wasn't huge.
Mhm.
Right? If you switch right now, the brackets are so full of teams that you'd probably never even have a chance to crack, top, 16
I don't
at
know.
all.
I don't
So,
know. I think if a team of 5 or 4 Halo pros decided to switch, and
they would
like,
have to
grind the
grind
game,
so hard to catch
Yeah.
up.
I
It
think
would be ridiculous.
I think the skill gap from
I
Call of Duty
don't-
to Halo.
I think
is
you'd
not
be
that,
surprised. I
don't
think
know,
you'd be
man.
surprised.
Look how easy it was for Formal.
It wasn't
But-
easy for Formal.
He's been playing for years now.
Well, now he jumped into Call of Duty and
Yeah, but look
dominated.
how he is when he comes back to Halo. He's not as good.
Well, he's okay.
He's good, but he's not as good as
Better
he
than
used
me.
to.
It's not easy to be professional at multiple games, but yeah, I can see it's just the league is not ran perfectly. We don't have hardly. I mean, like this new season coming up, it's looking bleak.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yeah.
is not. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's almost the end of the road for the HCS. It looks like, but it not. I mean, I'm sure they have more planned, but oh man, it's not looking good in the future for now, for what we've seen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see these players. They got to make a living, and they want to play games for a living. They have a competitive drive, and they want to win events. And if they can't go to events and win events, then yeah, you're gonna regret not going to the game that you could have went to and been a huge superstar, winning lots of events and stuff like that. But it does suck to see that we've come to that point where they would say stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what
You never want to see
Different
that.
Three and them need to look at. They should read them tweets and be like, okay, we gotta.
I'm pretty sure they read the tweets.
We should do something about this. They're trying to leave our game,
No,
guys.
because see, they got to sell a game. They don't care about them. No.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
the pros
I
will
don't know.
help.
Well, supposedly this is the end of the contract resale, so
we don't know that. That's a rumor.
that's what people's been saying. So we don't
That's a
know.
rumor. That's a rumor.
We'll see what
I'm not
happens
gonna-
after this season.
From the way their schedule looks, it looks like it.
Topic number 4. This next topic is the fall schedule. Yeah, that's kind of how we feel right. Oh, nothing there. Okay.
Yeah.
The fall schedule. It really hasn't been talked about much because there isn't much to talk about. And got few online matches here and there, roster periods here and there, long breaks everywhere, and yeah, looking kind of bleak. You got your DreamHack Denverland, which we've known about that for a while, but there's another month gap between the last online pro league match and the one land that we get this year or this season.
I'm saying it's like we have 2 weeks of
We get
pro
a,
league, and then like a month, like almost a month.
so
another month. After that.
schedule. It's not looking so fresh. And then you have the EU side of things. So NA and EU have been a few players have been kind of going back and forth about the situation that's going on there because the HCS announced that American teams are not allowed to compete in the European Open event. Okay? Well, when you only have 4 or 5 LAN events in a year, you have no right to ban people from going to them.
Exactly.
Because it's not even about you shouldn't limit anything in Halo right now. And it's not about the money. It's about growing HCS.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot grow it with divisions and limitations. And, I mean, if an NA team wants to show up, who cares? If the EU teams can't win the event, then that's just the story of it. I mean, the stream will have better numbers. The attendance will have better numbers. And that's what Halo needs. So why would you discourage this? It seems kind of selfish to me. And I'm not saying that the teams have a lot to do with this, even though 343 said that they spoke with the EU teams, and the EU teams kind of said, or apparently they came to agreement that they don't want American teams to show up because they're afraid that all the money will be won by American teams.
Their best team play against Optic.
It even said 343 even says this.
A lot of players wanted to go to that event.
Seems a little selfish for the scene.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to go to that event, and even Kratos said that was like one of the best events he's been looking forward to go to, and they can't go.
Well, I don't even know how many American teams would even go to this event if they're allowed.
They should do it how the EU had when they came over here.
And I know it'd be expensive to go to that event, but like Tom or T2 tweeted, it's not about the money. It's about the orgs getting exposure in a new part of the world, coming over to the EU, the London event, and getting exposure over there, and it helps grow everything in every way with viewerships and attendance.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree
I'm
with
not
that.
hating on EU, but when they do have an online thing, they don't get as many views as we do, because it is EU. But like I said, if you put the NA teams over there, their numbers are going to go way up.
I mean, it really comes down to they're worried about money.
It comes down to if American teams show up, we're not going to win our
That's
our
exactly
land.
what it is. They're worried about
And
not getting
it
that.
is
Which is understandable. It's their living too,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, I don't care. I want to grow
I'm-
the game that you're trying to play,
I'm saying, well,
so you can have a future.
will it
into
even? I mean, how much of an effect will it help grow Halo? A lot, because let's say I live in London and I've always wanted to meet Snipe Down or Pistola
Yeah.
or somebody, and they come to London
Mhm.
for an event. I get
Yeah.
to go there and get an autograph
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, so it is kind of a big deal for the fans. The competitors are going to cry about it a little bit, but it's more about growing the health of the scene, and instead of like catering to we're going to give you the guys the better chance of winning because I mean, no one's mad about the players. It's the league. It's not no one's going to go out and blame the EU players for not wanting them to show up. This is a league decision.
yeah.
This is a HCS decision. They didn't have to take in anything into consideration. They made this decision to keep American teams out. How many teams would go? I don't know if they'd even go. I mean, some people might just be mad because they can't go.
I think some of your top teams probably would win.
I think the top teams should be allowed to go.
When we only have we've had like 4 lands this year, counting Denver. When you only have that many lands to watch in a year, then let your teams go to the lands. Let teams go, because
Especially if it's
honestly,
an open event.
I do watch EU Halo. I'm not that interested in EU Halo, but if American teams are there, I'm probably gonna watch it.
I would
More
watch
than
it.
likely gonna watch it,
Yeah.
and that makes the difference for a lot of people.
Oh,
So, there's that.
man.
Sacrificing that show, the hometown can win and feel good about itself. That's what I wrote down.
Man.
Sacrificing so the hometown can win and feel good about itself. Kind of is that way. I
It
don't
is
like
that
to
way.
say it like
I
that,
mean,
but
it's
it's not
probably
good.
mean, but it's true.
But there is a little bit of hope on the bright side of things. Neighbor tweeted this the other day, and don't know what it means, but seems like they have something in store for us maybe after this next season.
I
But
hope so.
this next season is so it seems like it's so rough that you can't have seasons like this and then try to recover from it the next
Well,
go around.
maybe-
When I saw a tweet, I was
That's the
excited.
problem
I
with
was
it.
excited when I saw that tweet.
I was excited.
But
Maybe there's like, you know what? Let's give them a really bad season, and then the next season we'll just have an amazing event and blow all.
I
their
think it's just
brains.
like we are out of money, and this is all we can do.
Or they're just like, let's put a little bit into this and save a bunch of money back
Maybe.
and go all out next season.
But we do have seasons that are kind of like this season was funded really well. You can tell it had all this, and then it dies down a little bit. You can't do that. You got to be going up, 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 up all the time. Hey, the HCS is always like on a roller coaster. We go up and then we go back down, and it's like we got to be going up here.
they
I mean,
should do
in a
it.
way, like, okay, say if they did come in to a bigger budget or whatever it is, you don't want to do that right in the middle of a year.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to do that on a fresh start, then work your way up. You don't want to be like down, down, down. Oh, we're big, and then all new year.
They just need to be like COD and have little events throughout the year.
It could not even big events. It could be like, oh, a bunch of more open lands.
I don't know. I just
Topic-
think they have more events.
Yeah, open lands is the only solution to everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's probably what it is.
Topic number 6, but open lands are expensive. Topic number 6, Halo Online Halo 3 mod. This has been getting a little bit of exposure recently. This is a game that came out quite a long time ago, about 2-3 years ago. It was made by a developer and released in Russia as somewhat of a Halo experiment. It was more like a microtransaction type of Halo 3 mod. It was actually an official project from 343. Never really took off, and it was a very strange project. If you've seen the real game, it had like all kinds of weird. Just I don't know. I can't even explain it. It was just a weird game, but someone has recently a lot of popular streamers have been playing it, like Summit G, Nated, Vetoed. So it's been kind of growing a little bit. here Summit's playing the wrong version of it. I don't think anyone told him that you're supposed to download the mod, because basically what has gotten it popular is there's a modded version of it that plays and looks exactly like Halo 3 on PC. And that's what a lot of streamers have been playing. This is what the mod looks like here, and it's apparently really fun. Do want to get in to try to play it. It's kind of a pain to set up. You got to download the mods and all that, and you get like a lot of errors, I think. So you got to go through the instructions on how to install it step by step. So this is actually getting quite a bit of hype. Well, no, maybe it'll turn into something. Maybe everybody will start playing this game and
Just getting
forget
people
about Halo
more
5.
excited about Halo 3 coming back.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. This could be something for competitive. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen.
It's not ever going to be without developer support, and I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah.
This was a canceled game. It actually was never finished. They canceled it. It only was released in Russia. You could still play it while it was alive in Russia. You had to like go through a bunch of trouble. But, I mean, it's got some life left in it from this mod.
It's good.
Yeah, it's cool. Optic, topic number 7. Optic Gaming.
Moving to Texas.
Moving to the Lone Star State.
It was an
Texas.
odd announcement, though, wasn't it? It wasn't like a special video or...
Now, what does this mean for Optic and Halo? I mean, from what I've heard, other esports such as Overwatch, and I even heard of Call of Duty back in the they talked about Call of Duty doing this. Teams are starting to go and get cities that they can represent. Optic even mentioned they were in talks with the Chamber of Dallas and Chicago, and they went with Dallas. So, is this the start of Optic Gaming representing Dallas, Texas, as their home city? And what does this mean for Halo? Is Halo going to take up this type of,
I would assume probably.
Because Overwatch has already announced that they are doing this, and they already have 7 cities lined up that they're going to represent. Their teams are going to represent. And I remember reading something about Call of Duty wanting to do it as well. So I have a feeling that this is a start of it.
Yeah.
Now, Halo being our Optic having a Halo team, how does that work in? And is the Halo team moving to Texas? Are they going to be finally in one location?
No.
Is World 2 going to move out of Canada?
The
What do you think?
Halo players ain't going anywhere.
A lot of questions there.
Lethal has
Yeah.
a girlfriend. Frosty has a
I mean,
girlfriend.
they can all move. They
But
can still move
the
to
thing
Texas.
that
They're
they
not
were
going to move together in the Optic house.
Well, they're not even sure what they're doing because, like, I watched a Flamesword video and they're like, whether it's a big house we're moving into or maybe they all get apartments. They're not
see
even
what
sure
I
how
was
they're living.
hearing is that they're going to ditch the everyone in one house thing and start and actually buy like a neighborhood almost or
Doesn't
something.
Envy have condos?
Yeah, something like that.
I would like that. They did that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good. Kind of give everybody their own little separation.
If they did that, maybe.
Because, everybody wants their freedom. Everybody's starting to have girlfriends.
I'm saying
and
that once they get
Dude.
girlfriends, they move out.
wives and
You know who?
get wifed up and not be cool anymore, not
If
hang
I
out with
was-
anyone.
If I was Maniac, I would be mad. They just walk in that dude's room anytime they want. Like
That's what
everybody's.
happens when you live in a
No,
house full
it's
of
like-
dudes.
He locks his main bedroom door, but he can't lock his bathroom. So everybody who vlogs just goes in there and slides his door open. He's knocked out. He wakes up. I'm like, jeez, I'd be
Huh?
mad.
It is.
You gotta get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this. Actually, I've always thought about what would happen if esports teams started representing cities as a home city and stuff like that. It has its drawbacks and it's definitely has its pros and cons. You get, you get something to root for because you're like, yeah, they live where I'm from. This is my hometown.
Mhm.
But then again, it kind of takes away like, if you don't live where they move, then you got to root for your home team or something. It's like
Yeah,
it kind of takes away, and it gives. I understand where they're trying to go for. Don't know if it's gonna work for esports. It's definitely something that is new.
It's something to try to grow.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't think it's gonna hurt
anything.
anything if they try to do it.
It won't be successful, like super successful till later. But I'm not the type of person to I follow whoever's near me. I've always been a person I follow my favorite players. So if my favorite player is in Illinois, but he moves to like I don't know Nevada, I'll root for Nevada.
Yeah, and I've always noticed that with esports, instead of following a team, you follow the player.
Yeah, the player.
So if your player switches teams, and guess
Yeah.
what? You like their team now.
Yeah.
Topic number 8, last but not least, our favorite streamer, Dr. Disrespect's got something to say.
Zaforsi donated $5 a dog. You should play Halo with Nated eventually. I'll play Halo when the game gets good again. How about that?
No, that's pretty
Oh,
funny.
man.
I had to put that in there because I thought it was funny.
I get excited every time he talks about Halo. Every time Halo comes out of his mouth or even tweets about Halo, I'm like, oh, what's got
Man, if
something
you
to say?
streamed Halo, you know how many views I'll get?
I know.
Man.
Halo would be
It's
so...
like when Summit
yeah.
streams
He
Halo.
might if he sees Halo.
One
play
streamer
the-
can just like create so much hype for a game.
If he was to get into
It's
it,
ridiculous how much influence these streamers have now.
it's gonna have to start with Summit. If someone gets the right mod and plays it, and he sees it's like Halo 3, Doctor might get on and play with him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't like when you talk about when Ninja streams, like he has all these streamers, then when it goes to Halo, they drop. Why do they leave for? Well, with Summit or they go to Halo, they stay.
I don't know.
What
You have
does
to
it
ask them. All right, let's roll player of the week. Each week on our Twitter at HCS_now, you can vote for player of the week, slay of the week, and a lot of other stuff. There's nothing going on in Halo right now. Not a damn
Nothing.
thing. So I was sitting here thinking so we can't really have a vote, so I'm going to pick player of the week. And you know who I picked? I picked my boy Ninja.
There he is.
Because, where's my sound effects? My clapping sound effects. Ninja, there we go. Hey, hey-oh.
Really loud.
Ninja, I don't want you to leave Halo. Stay with us. We're gonna come back in 2016. I promise you. Or 2016. 2018.
Man, you're way
Yeah.
behind.
We're gonna come back. And Halo 6, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be like the rebirth of Halo. Just stay with us a little bit longer, man. Just one more maybe
I
6
realize
months
this.
or something.
He's said this
year.
before. Someone
Don't
asked
leave.
him about leaving. He said that he doesn't need to play Halo, but his competitive to play Halo is still there. And that was not too long ago when he said that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but-
loves Halo. Obviously,
loves
he's
Halo,
been
but
playing
when
it for.
Playing
I
other
don't
games.
think he'll leave.
Okay. Well, we
We'll
don't,
see
we
when it
want to make
comes
some
up.
bets.
If he does, we should
Want to make some bets?
we should
Throw some money in on this.
protest.
Yeah, and we also let you guys vote on something else. It's called Slay of the Week. Let's roll it.
I'm hit. Return fire.
Snapshot. Triple kill.
Hit a carbine. There's a guy in basement. I hit a guy carbine. Nade.
Double kill.
Nice. Good job. Three.
Overkill.
Four. That's all. I'm going to carbine. Fucker.
Extermination.
Oh, he's fine.
Way to
Two.
victory.
One right here.
But I mean, in Halo 5, if you got the individual skill, man, I don't know. Just some things just work in your favor.
That's a double. And that's a triple. Damn, you're good. Oh, it's a clean sweep.
Protect our carrier.
All right, those are our picks for Slay of the Week. We actually had to go pretty deep to get those into Xbox game DVRs. There's literally nobody playing Halo right now. That's how sad it is. We have
We had a tie.
you guys actually voted on our Twitter at HCS_now. And we have a tie between who?
Frosty's overkill and tapping buttons overkill.
I'm going to go with Frosty because I want to be the tiebreaker, and I thought his clip was way better.
Yeah, his
He
was
definitely
good.
outshot.
He was one shot,
Frosty!
but
There it
tapping,
is.
Tapping could have had a kill tag that over to stole it. So
Huh?
tapping. He could have had a kill tag, but
How many times has Frosty won our Slay of the Week votes?
he's a walking montage.
Right. He literally is he's insane. I can't even
montage
count
clips.
how many. We also do community slays of the week, and we picked a winner for this week's community slay, and it was by Scum Central. So let's see his clip.
Exciting! Obvious proficiency. Challenge seeker. Perfect! Undisputable potential. Perfect! Obvious proficiency. Master of violence. Incredible!
That was our community slay of the week, and if you want to be part of that, if you have a clip you want to show us to get it on the show, make sure you go to our Twitter at HCS_now. It's the pinned tweet, and reply to that tweet and give us your clip, and we will have a vote for it next week, and we will try to get it on the show if you win. Actually, you will get on the show if you're a nominee as well.
Yeah, if you're nominee.
So, you know, I went back and watched the rebroadcast of the DreamHack event. We all know it had its problems, right? It had a few issues here and there. But I went back and watched it. I didn't realize how bad it actually was. It seems like the casters and the players got a little bit frustrated with what was going on. It seemed like they were just letting it all out on stream like they didn't care anymore. And, you know, you might not understand what I'm talking about, but I think we have a video of what I'm talking about.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know, I used to Daddy Randa a lot, and, you know, he was the younger brother of a professional Halo 3 player named Randa.
Okay.
Both their last names are Randa. And you know, he was a grinder. You know, he wasn't that great starting off, but he with so many great people that he started to acquire the knowledge that he needed. And something about both those brothers, they are just very, very talented. Very, very, you know, they can at any moment. So he just grinded really hard and finally moved his way up to the ranks.
But it becomes one of those points where you can kind of say, look, guys, we don't give a damn about the just push in, finish this off, and it's job done. And when you give yourself that level of buffer where you can play around with, you know, you can throw bodies at it, and it doesn't really matter if you die. Is there scenarios where it's just like, I'm not really bothered about here. I'll be the bait. You guys finish the rest off.
Yeah, I mean, lots of times you've seen these monsters blown.
If I had to a teammate, I mean, who doesn't love Pistola? I think we can all get ourselves some of that, so definitely Ola.
Well, I can't pick Kyler. He's underage. It'd be creepy. And Austin, you know, he's a good-looking guy, but he hasn't been in a relationship as long as Snapdown, so I'd Snapdown on that one.
Oh, nothing wakes you up like playing your first series a day and getting by some 15-year-olds, so definitely, I don't know, they surprised us.
Definitely those little subtle remarks. Maybe you get outshot or make a bad play in game, and then you hear your twin brother going, or, oh my gosh, and that just makes you want to grab him by the and give him a hard time.
I had a teammate, probably Ola. My spirit animal would probably be a sloth. I'm super lazy a lot, but I grind Halo.
Something that I used to like to do is kind of stand up before the match, look over at my opponents, not in a mean way, but just to look at them and think, okay, what is it going to look like when they and trying to envision that. It's something that I don't know, it makes me play better. So it's a little bit harsh.
You're trying to get in their head.
In the shower.
What in the hell's wrong with these people?
Man.
I didn't notice that the first time I watched the stream. Did you?
No, I didn't see
I think I was
now.
just
First time I saw it.
They need to definitely wash their mouths out. I mean, I'm glad that the The censor people were on top of it.
Yeah, I know, right? They
The
got the
5-second
blurs.
delay. That's what it was.
They're fast. They got blurs and everything going.
Last week's community question, we asked, what did we ask? What team will make the first team change? I already talked about this. Last week's community question is what team will be the first to make a team change and who will it be? I asked that on Twitter and you guys replied. We got replies from Forgot 10 Road Dog, Jane's RS07, Manly Ponytail, and 10D3820BB90D4AE. I wonder if that's like like his password is account or something.
Like Walshy giving out his account.
Yeah. So those are the people that replied to our community question last week. Make sure you guys get on our Twitter and reply to this week's community question. And what is it? Oh, this week's community question. And I like to get unique answers because then when you give me a unique answer, I'm going to pick it and put it on the show. So make it funny. This week's community question is, how do you occupy your time during the HCS offseason? Now, don't give me no freaky stuff. Just give me like a decently funny answer.
Yeah, you said give me funny answers, so get prepared for that.
So
set it up.
I'll have to bleep that too?
Oh, God,
I'll put a blurry bleep right there.
Yeah.
So make sure you answer that community question at HCS_now. Make sure you hit the follow button on our stream channels. Check out, we're streaming on Twitch and Mixer, so hit the follow button on those. Check out our YouTube. We got lots of content on there. That funny video that you guys just watched will be live any minute. Once this video is off the air, we'll make that video live. This video will go up on our YouTube and all the other side content that we do. And make sure you guys check us back here at the same time, same place, so we can talk some Halo. See you next time.